What's up, everybody? How you doing today? Welcome to the Boring Show. My name is Jason the Ape. Today we've got Rhetorik in the house. Welcome to the show, sir.
What's up, my guy?
Dude, I appreciate you coming through. You've been so patient with me. I know it's been a long day. What's good? Where you? How you doing? I got so many questions. I'm gonna try to focus the energy though.
Man, I'm doing good. Long day in the NFT world, between the stoner cats and everything else. Spent a little bit too much time in Discord today, but real life stuff's going great.
Hey, man, that's beautiful. I can't even tell the difference between metaverse and physical verse anymore.
Isn't that what we're all praying for anyway?
It's a beautiful thing, man. So I see that you're here with us. You're a fellow brother ape. I appreciate that. I realize though that you've recently come into the ape community. How did you decide to join into this squad?
When I first started getting into crypto, I was just kind of following everybody that seemed like a good voice, and you kind of as your knowledge expands, you kind of realize who's getting paid to say certain things or who really doesn't know and they just got lucky and had a lot of money to start with, and you weed through. But I followed a lot of like the anon accounts, like 200 followers, but they would tweet gems that I liked, and I followed them. Ended up on this guy. He was XD Bulba at the time. Now he's OX Arch, and he had been to a couple shows of mine before, and we hit it off. And he really helped me at the beginning of my crypto journey through something. I mean, there was a point in time where I was like, I need to go home on desktop to, you know, figure out Uniswap. Like, I can't do this in the Home Depot parking lot. My
Yeah,
car, I can't figure it out on my phone. And he would kind of walk me through it. And we've helped each other out along the way. And he was telling me about apes at like maybe a half an ETH floor
okay, all
or
right.
like a point 0.8 floor or something like that. And I didn't have the capital at the time, that I could allocate out. And the market's been pretty much a shit show for a little while now.
Dude, it's been a
And
wild few months.
yes, the emotions are insane. I mean, I got wrecked in the 2018 fiasco.
Yes, me
And
as
I
well.
didn't have that much in it at all, but I was like, I never want to look at this again. And then November came around this year, and I was like, screw it, I'll dabble in it again. And kind of took it, uh went super go mode and at the end of last year.
Dude, that's
But
how it goes.
he put me on the apes. So I finally, there was one, I to be completely honest, I didn't have wrapped ether ready, and the guy that had the ape that I wanted, the ape that I have, had it up at a little above floor price. And I was like, this one's perfect, the striped shirt, the beanie. So I was like, if you can nab it right now before I can convert, I'll just send you the funds. So he got it
Nice.
for me, sent it over, and I sent him the ether.
That's a homie, man. And that's the beauty of the crypto community, especially on Twitter, and especially when they've been around helping you out for a while. Sounds like you guys have had each other's back for a minute. That's really rad. What kind of shows do you do, man? Are you a performer?
Yeah, so I do my own music, and then I also DJ for rapper Logic.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, really cool. That's awesome, man. I think we've had some really cool musicians on this show, and it's always interesting to hear about all the different things that our ape community actively do artistically. So that's really cool. You're a producer, DJ.
Yeah, so it's I really like the NFT technology. So just being I and personally, like, I've seen a lot of things in pop culture and like been involved in things that have gone from absolutely nothing to like organic following to, for lack of a better way to put it, like blue chip in real life.
Oh yeah,
Where it's like, this is, I mean, when I started with Logic, we were doing 200 room shows, and then we do Madison Square Garden now. So to see like what an organic community can do, and that's what convinced me with the apes. I was like, this is the one. I
yeah,
feel
bro.
like.
You've experienced life on a different level than a lot of people. So when you can see that same experience in something different, happening organically, it's probably easier for you to recognize just because you've lived that already. So that's really cool, man.
Yeah, so it's a online country club of sorts.
Yeah, it's been a trip. I have really enjoyed this space. Have you been able to connect with any apes that you really have enjoyed chatting with out there?
Not yet, only because it's been uh only a couple of days.
Oh yeah, man.
But I've
It
been following people back.
it's an aggressive space and everyone's trying to help each other, and the weird part is no one really cares about who anyone is other than their avatar. And like, I reached out to you because we're wearing matching shirts. That's the same reason I reached out,
Yeah.
bro. That's the same reason I reached out to a fellow ape who came on as Pablo Picasso, otherwise known as Tom Sachs. And we just had the same color shirt. So that's pretty much like how the beauty of this space goes, is you start to develop these relationships off of weird commonalities that may flourish into other cool things, or better yet, you just might make a friend. How crazy is that from an
Yeah.
avatar project?
I was telling Arch, I was like, bro, I haven't seen that type of interaction on my Twitter because I'm not really on it other than creeping crypto. I haven't seen that sort of engagement since like going viral on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
not
know,
familiar with
it was
that,
just
but
like, boom, oh, you have an ape? Cool, we're all with you.
bro, yeah,
Like, you get Des Bryant following you, and you're like, this is music in sports is a usual connection, but we don't know each other than we both have an ape
yeah,
avatar, and that's about it.
yeah. And now that door is open to you all of a sudden. And honestly, if this ape that happens to be Rhetoric the ape right now ever happens to become someone else's ape, the beauty of it being attached to the blockchain is that it kind of gives like a signature now. So that's kind of badass, dude.
Yeah, it's dope. It's so dope. I definitely have my eye on a couple others, but we'll see. We'll see how the market goes.
Honestly, I honestly minted three fellow brothers. I don't have them anymore because it was better for the community to grow. But I've got my Jason the Forever Ape, and what I'm doing with the Boring Show is building equity in the IP rights that we have. So, as a performer, are you planning on doing that with your ape?
Yeah, I definitely want to make some merch. I think, I mean, the reason that I got this ape was that it fits in with my actual aesthetic pretty well,
Hell
so
yeah,
it'll be pretty easy to integrate. Um, I there was a point in time where I wore striped shirt and orange beanie pretty much every day,
epic.
so it's I was like, this is a no brainer, and I told Arch too. I was like, I didn't know how to sort OpenSea via properties. And if I would have known that from the jump, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. That matches me. I'll get it.
Yeah,
But here we are, spent a lot of money later.
that's exactly how I
But
got one of my homies in. I said, dude, this ape looks like you. And he bought it for 4 ether. Like within a heartbeat. He was like, yeah, it does. Bam, that's my new screenshot now.
yeah,
So
so it's pretty cool.
have you heard of that the other DJ that's an ape now, what is it? Bass Jackers? God, I'm so old and bad with music, bro.
No, I haven't.
There's these two DJs, I think it's two DJs, that just did a whole music video with just a bunch of apes, and it's pretty badass. It's at some kind of high techno riff. But man, I just love how music, culture, everybody that wants to participate is grabbing this ape and then redirecting that artistic energy somewhere into the universe. It's pretty badass. So I'm excited to see all these variants people are coming up with.
Yeah, it's so dope. And that was the thing for me too. I was like, oh, I can use this. I can use this creatively, and I have the rights to it. Like that's
Yeah,
so
dude.
cool
You
to
gotta
me.
you gotta get that onto your next album cover with you, and bam! All of a sudden, you're gonna have at least as many ape owners buying your shit, if not more.
Yeah, yeah,
It's the craziest thing, but it's like dead ass serious as well. It's a wild
yeah.
time.
I'm like, whenever I do mint some sort of art as an NFT, I was like, well, I have a community now that I don't know any of them, but they're down to help,
And let me tell
which
you
is
this,
nuts.
man, as someone who you say that you're a performer and you have an audience, and not to say you say it like you aren't, you obviously are, but what I mean by that is you have a network of probably a lot of other artists around you, and all you have to do is be like, hey, can you make a variant of my ape? And I've been doing that with a lot of my community members, giving them an opportunity to make a variant of my ape. I end up with cool art. I mint it for them, and however you prefer to do it, I split the profits 50-50. So I give the artist 50% and I put the other 50% towards growing the Boring Show, because why not? It'll help me create more awesome conversations with other apes and other avatars. So very curious if you're going to ever utilize anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, since I'm so new to it, I'd hop in the Discord every once in a while, or check and see what everybody that I'm following is doing. I'm just kind of taking my time and seeing what kind of space this is going to take up in my artistic endeavors. Like right now, crypto and music are pretty separate areas of the brain for me.
Oh yeah,
But
for
to
sure.
link them together will be great. And really, it's for me. I'm like, I want to build some cool stuff in music with other people that are apes, because I feel like if you have an ape, you have the same mindset that I do of what this technology is capable of. And I'd love to make something together, you know?
Honestly, bro, there's so many talented apes out here, and I don't know if you're familiar with Richard Wagner, but he is a very, very talented musician. And if you haven't already seen the episode, I think it's episode 5 or 6. I'll send it to you later, where he plays like 6 or 7 instruments in one song by himself, and it is mind blowing, bro. So good, and
Damn,
it,
that's dope.
and he's gonna be dropping an NFT album at the Venice meetup on the 31st. Are you gonna be coming out to that by any chance if you're out in the LA area?
I am not. The dude NFTs Anonymous told me about that. He's going out there.
Yeah.
I am not. We're trying to figure one out. I'm in Denver now,
Oh,
so
I
we're trying
feel
to
it.
figure one out for Denver.
Yeah, dude. Tyler's a dope kid. He was actually Tyler came on the show. He was our number 2 guest on the Boring Show as Chance. So very, very cool to always have more and more bored apes just connecting, man. It's an exciting time ahead of us. So
Yeah,
as
it's cool.
as we're kind of wrapping up, dude, I don't want to take too much of your time. Like I said, do you have any projects that you're looking at in the meantime in the crypto space or NFT space you want to share with us?
Um, Nothing crazy. I've kept my positions in my long-term bags for a while. I definitely dropped off a few things um, to kind of consolidate into things that I could enjoy life while holding. You know
Sick.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally,
Because
man.
there was so much time that I was spending at a screen during that crazy run up to like 4K those couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
So nothing really sticks out to me that I'm like, oh, I want to speak on it or endorse it right now,
Fair
other
enough.
than
Fair enough. So then
what we were
let's
looking at today.
let's pivot to this question and then we're gonna kind of wrap it up. And thank you for your time, bro. As a
Yeah, man, I appreciate you
musician,
having me.
and I cut everyone off. That's the number one thing everyone tells me. And you know why? Because I can't fucking stop thinking this fast because I smoke so much. If I don't get it out, it'll just disappear into the ether forever.
ADD brothers, I feel you.
Yes, exactly. All right. So you're a musician. There's a lot of people out here who are looking for music NFTs. Is this going to be in something that we can maybe think of in your future?
100%.
Hell yeah.
I've been in the industry for like a decade now, and I've been convincing different friends that have power in the industry. I've been trying to like win them over, and I'm like, you don't understand. If we do this now, you will have control over a sector of the future of the dissemination of music and
Forever.
ticket sales and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I said at the beginning, I was like, this is the first thing I've been this passionate about since getting into music. So the day that I can combine the two and kind of be the liaison for the music industry people, uh, between them and the crypto world, that'll be when I feel like I'm doing what I love every single day.
Bro, I can't wait for the day where someone comes to one of your concerts with Logic or just seeing yourself perform. They buy one of your tickets and they immediately get an NFT in their wallet that's like a hey, I was here. You could go to the merch table. Hey, I'll buy that t-shirt. Oh cool, you get an NFT with it, something like that. That's gonna be dope,
Yeah,
man.
and the opportunities with that, like, oh, in the metadata, if you've held it for 30 days, you have the ability to unlock a 50% off coupon for the merch store that only you can get.
Yeah.
That stuff's crazy to me. It's
Bro,
so dope.
so now I gotta ask you one more question. I always do this because I think of more things as we're going. Are you ever gonna perform in a metaverse as a DJ? Because like I'm a big lover of the Uplift World, which was a Minecraft server metaverse. And one of the things we've been thinking about is like, when are there going to be musical DJ performances in the metaverse. Have you thought about doing anything like that in any sandbox or Decentraland or anywhere at all?
I mean, 100%. Another thing with the ape community is I was like, what if we just did an ape show?
Hell
You
yeah.
know, I mean, we have big people in it.
Dude,
I'm sure everybody would support everybody else. So
I've got 47 plots in the Uplift world on the Wax blockchain. You're welcome to check it out. I have a gigantic mansion I paid somebody to build on it. It's meant for performances and stuff like that. Like literally, we got a dance stage in the metaverse. It's wild. If you ever want to
oh,
do a
that's
show
sick.
there, man, and we could work something out, we've been formulating thoughts around that for a very long time. So ape to ape, always looking to help other people out. I appreciate you a lot. You want to leave any parting words as we take off, dude?
Man, parting words. I appreciate you having me. I appreciate the insane love that this community showed me. And trust that a bunch of people have hit me about some of my musical friends. Like, do you want? Oh, you should show them this and that. The majority of them don't even know what Ethereum is. So I'm working on it every single day. I'm chipping away little by little by little.
We're all just happy that you're
So
here,
we're
bro.
all early, baby. We're
Yeah.
all early.
You know, honestly, guys, stop asking about his friends.
We're gonna make it.
Appreciate the fact that this man is here and he's talented, and we got him as a brother ape. So we appreciate you, Rhetorik. We appreciate,
yeah, man. Thanks so much again,
dude. We appreciate all you guys hanging out. Go over to theboringshow.io to check out all the previous episodes and all the other fun stuff we've got posted. Until next time, we're out. Peace.